My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of It's What's Inside. I hate the title to this movie. It's actually very difficult to say, but I knew nothing about this movie, and that's the way you should experience it as well. Go in as cold as possible, just like I did, because I was watching this movie, and for the first 20 minutes, I was just like, oh, this feels like every other Netflix movie. Why did I watch this? But then the plot kicks off, and I was just like, oh, it's this kind of movie. Okay, now this I'm into. And from that point forward, the movie definitely picks up. It's a great creative premise, and it's a movie that keeps you guessing. It's a movie that you really have to pay attention to, and I was just fully locked in. I also do think there is a really terrifying psychological element to this movie as well that I wish was explored a bit more, and I do think the cast does a good job. Brittany O'Grady, James Morosini, Gavin Leatherwood, Nina Bloomsgarden, Alicia Debnam-Carey, Rena Hardesty, Devon Terrell, and Madison Davenport all give good performances. I do wish they were given stronger material at times, but they still have a lot to work with, and they're convincing enough. But it's David W. Thompson that I thought really stood out. He was great in this movie, and yeah, I really did like it. But I've got a few issues. Number one is, and I looked at reviews online, so I guess this is a hot take, but I don't like the look of this movie. There are some stylistic choices which I was okay with, but the movie is just filled with red and blue and green lights, and there's something about it that looked very amateurish to me, and I feel like so many up and coming directors are starting to rely on the same tricks, and it doesn't really work for me anymore. And then on top of that, the ending to this movie, I didn't really care for. Like, there's a moment where you're gonna be like, wait, holy shit, what just happened? And then you get your answers, and it's just not as satisfying as you would have liked. Like, I think this ending could have been truly horrific, and I don't think it is. And it just lacked the edge it so desperately needed. And also, my biggest complaint, but this one can change, is that there's 8 main characters in this movie, and you have to remember their names. And I wish the characters had more unique names, and I wish the characters had a bit more distinct personalities so it's easier to tell them apart. And I hope I didn't say too much there, but yes. So, I did like this movie. It's something fresh, it's something new, and it's a rare Netflix movie that is actually worth watching. It might not be the best execution, but it's definitely still worth your time. So go in as cold as possible and with an open mind, and I think at the very least you'll have a good time with this movie. So I'm giving It's What's Inside a 7 out of 10. Okay, have you seen It's What's Inside? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more for more videos soon. And Gavin out.